Do you know what a whirlpool is? It's a body of fast rotating water produced when opposing currents run into each other. The result is a boat-sucking vortex, and most of the time, it's the unwary boats that get sucked in by whirlpools. Now, dealing with the Middle East is one such whirlpool. It just sucks the investors into a vortex of never-ending strife, wars, power struggles, political affiliations, theological conjoints, religious militias, etc., etc. But the Middle East has been blessed with oil, and hence investors have no choice but to deal with these nations despite knowing the risks that come along with it. So when America declared that it is now the biggest oil-producing nation in the world, investors world over breathed a sigh of relief. They could now deal with a first world nation without getting sucked into the local politics. But along came a frenzied old president influenced by radical progressives with a radical new policy. And he banned American oil. Decades of work was undone in one moment and the world was back to where it was. Poland's Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki understands the inanity of Biden's shale oil ban and minced no words in describing the repercussions of a blunder of Bidenian proportions. Hi and welcome. You're watching TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Shubhangi. In this video, I will tell you about Poland's Prime Minister's no-holds-barred takedown of Biden's stupid Green Deal and why it's an ominous sign for the whole world. Let's begin. Poland's Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki understands the inanity of Biden's shale oil ban and minced no words in describing the repercussions of a blunder of Bidenian proportions. Joe Biden's Green New Deal is being frowned upon for the economic costs that it carries. But up until now, you would have read only about the economic backlash of Biden's green energy push. However, as Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki has warned, Biden's green agenda could strengthen Islamists and virtually make the planet dependent on autocrats and terror groups keen to undermine the US itself. What Morawiecki said is actually a very direct and accurate point of view. Because if Americans phase out fossil fuels and kill their oil industry under the Green New Deal, there will be major ramifications starting with the Middle East. Ultimately, the dictatorial regimes, proxy militias, and even terror groups will find themselves getting strengthened in case the US pulls itself out of the oil market as a part of Biden's green energy push. At the outset, let us understand that the US oil economy is a strategic industry. Not only does the oil extraction industry make the US energy independent, but it also reduces global reliance on the oil and petroleum exporting countries, also called the OPEC, located in the Middle East. Remember that the OPEC functions more like a cartel than anything else. The meteoric rise of the US oil industry has been an unbelievable revolution in the energy sector. Till 2005, US oil production had continuously declined for a straight 35 years and imports of the strategic resource were going up constantly. Then, a historic innovation changed the trend. Hydraulic fracturing or fracking was combined with horizontal drilling in order to kickstart shale extraction. In 2005, the US started extracting natural gas with the new technology, and then the US oil production also started increasing in 2008. In 2019, the US oil exports exceeded oil imports, and the United States went from a net importer of oil to a net exporter. The US did not only become self-sufficient, but also managed to cut the long-standing hegemony of the OPEC members. This was a good thing for the world, given the tendency of OPEC to adopt monopolistic practices, tweaking demand and supply. The oil-rich Middle East countries do not go by the market forces and try to weaponize their oil economy. As the US oil economy became a viable alternative to the Middle East oil industry, many countries preferred importing American oil. India, for example, used to be a major purchaser of Iranian and Gulf oil. But now India does not buy Iranian oil, and its imports of Gulf oil too have reduced. India buys a significant share of oil from the US, which is convenient for New Delhi as it reduces perilous dependence on the Middle East. The Polish Prime Minister too said, "It's good for the democratic planet not to be in the hands of the Russians, OPEC, and the Arab producers." Just imagine what will happen if the US fully withdraws from the oil market. The entire world will be pumping money into the Middle East again and financing dictatorial regimes in the region, allowing them to establish their monopolies in the oil sector. Not to mention that each of these dictatorial regimes support one proxy Islamist group or the other and subscribe to some form of Islamism. With autocratic regimes handling influential powers like Saudi Arabia and Iran, the Middle East oil economy gets intimately linked to proxy militias, Islamism, and even terrorism. And this is certainly not the case with American oil. The American oil companies also have a big hesitancy in moving to the Middle East. Extracting and selling American oil suits the US oil industry. It is a known fact for American oil giants that as soon as you enter the Middle East, you get sucked in for a long time. The moment you enter the conflict-ridden Middle East, regime change wars happen, proxy militias become assertive, and ultimately, lives are lost. Truth be told, if you have to consolidate your interests in the Middle East, you have to stay in the region and it becomes something like quicksand. So it is important for countries like the US to keep selling oil and eat into the Middle East's share in the market. The idea should be to strike a fine balance and reduce global oil dependence on the Middle East. No one across the world is interested in blood oil. Remember the kind of oil ISIS was selling after taking control of oil resources in Iraq. This is the kind of blood oil the whole world had drenched its hands into. Now, if the US cuts back oil production, the world will again see corporate interests catering to dictatorial regimes in the Middle East with no choice. They will be paying heavy prices to autocrats facing Islamist groups and hiring militias to protect their own oil interests. This actually makes the region a battlefield that pushes overall costs in the oil industry. This is why the US needs to stay in the market. However, Biden wants to fully pull out of the market, which is a ridiculous idea. In fact, Biden's green agenda is very popular among the radical progressives in the US, and their influence over the Democrats is such that they are actually pushing to completely phase fossil fuels out of the US economy. Biden's green push is first going to destroy the economies of parts of Texas and New Mexico and other southern states involved in drilling. Worse still, it will ultimately have serious geopolitical ramifications that could affect the entire world.